Good evening, Victor. How you doing today? Colin Osborne. Glad I got in contact with you today about setting up your site SEO wise and obviously getting it indexed for Google Search Console. A couple things I wanted to go over is just exactly what we're going to be doing for you, and then also just kind of give you an idea of what to expect. So first of all, if I remember correctly, you said that you have a Wix site. Now, one of the couple things that I wanted to go over was just the overall aspect of your site, and overall look, and just finding a way, if it's possible, where we could go in and do a redesign, and that'll just be more on my thing because I really want to get you set up, and we'll just take the cost of just doing the design ourselves. Um, we just because just the way your site is set up, there's realistically, honestly, no way, like, without adding content to it. That is, which it's real simple to do that, and I'll be able to explain that in a second on how to get things done. First and foremost, if I can just kind of show you what a good SEO optimized site would look like that Google would have, and then kind of go back to yours and you have an idea. So let's just do like stump removal, Charlotte, North Carolina. See what's going on. Let's go to Mark's Stump Grinding Charlotte. I remember talking about them before. Okay. Well, sweet. So I'll move this in here. This is a free keyword tool that I use. I just want to check the density of your site, and then the density of this site. Okay. This is with Mark Stump Grinding, and this is Go Stump Works. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So one thing I do like about this site is that they have in large print the logo. Call today, call to action. Give us a call. Hey, talk to us. Charlotte's best stump grinder. Your property is our number one priority. And then they also have some information about best Charlotte stump grinding service. The keyword right there. And then they have some anchor text. More anchor text right here. 10-step stump grinding and stump removal. So they've had some SEO done to this. They've had some SEO done to their site. But the nice thing about it is that this it's not going to be really that difficult to outrank these guys because they only have 500 500 words on the page. Have a couple, they probably have some links. Let me see real quickly. We have 246 index pages. You have, let's see, you have 10. Okay. So this kind of give you an idea of what SEO has. The best way to explain SEO and what we're going to be doing is just kind of give you an idea. So currently right now you have Stump 30 times. They have it about 26, so that's good. We don't have to really worry too much about the content. Also, Charlotte's 15, and they have it 16. 10. So once again, that's fine as well. It's not, as long as it's not like overly too much. Let's see here. Removal 9. Removal 6. Okay. So keyword density wise, you have you have the right keywords, but what I'd recommend doing is we adding more content to the site. Also, having more of a corporate look. And that just kind of goes to having everything congruent, having the same font. I don't know why this isn't going back. Okay. Having the same font throughout the site, having this more of a CSVR. And then having just everything looking more put together and clean and professional. is what I'm getting at. And I would even go to say that this isn't the most professional site that I've seen. I honestly think a decent amount of work can be done to this site to make it look nice. But they have the essentials. They have articles that they publish and stuff like that. That kind of helps them rank. But anyway, so that's one of the one things that I recommend doing, and that's something that we could easily do for you guys. And that'll just be including the cost that we talked about today. And just kind of getting your site set up for SEO, get some content put in here. Having your logo is great. It's an awesome logo. I will always remember that. But having this, this is fine having it right here. Just see how the call is kind of off. There's like just this black like film thing, and then the call thing isn't really like where it needs to be. And I'll have one when I go in. I'll have one of my web designers. If you give it the A-OK, I can have one of my web designers go in and get that set up and get this site looking more corporate like. And that's just simple. I mean, you have Wix already, so it's going to be a lot quicker and easier to get this thing on the roll. Another thing I recommend having is a contact form. A contact form is good because some people don't like to pick up the phone, and it's as simple as them filling out, hey, my name is Colin Osborne, and my name is first name, last name, email address, what type of job do you need done, and that stuff can all be sent to an email, and you'll be able to collect that way. On top of that, you'll have an email that you can market to, and that's just another form of marketing that you can use to, maybe top 10 tips on stump removing, etc. I don't really know the business that way, but having some type of form here, like here's one of my client sites, landscaping. I think that's slow internet. Let's go to Speed Pro. Let's do Speed Pro. Where is that? Speed from the gym. Okay. Why is it? Okay, here we go. Cool. So they don't have it on the home page, but they do have a call to action right here. Request a quote here. So you can go on, fill out first name, last name, company name, email, phone. How did you hear about it? Whatever. And then the message, hey, I need X, Y, and Z done. Something like that, but have it on the home page. Or you can have it a button linking to another page, which would then give them the ability to fill out. Because the thing is, you want to make the client, the prospect, you want to make it an easy, user-friendly experience for them where they can easily pick up the phone and call you with their mobile device or fill out a form, because some people just don't want to talk to people. And they're like, hey, I want the service done. I don't feel like talking to anyone. I'm going to just submit a form. Boom. You get that form. You call them up. You send them an invoice. The invoice gets paid, or you have a system for that. Invoice gets sent, paid, and then you go and do the job, and it's clean. You get a Google review back, and that's how that works. So that's one of the recommendations I have for when it comes to that. Also, getting a favicon on top of here, so you can have this little stump thing be up here. We can add that as well. Pretty sure with Wix there's a bunch of plugins that you can use to add that in there. But first and foremost, getting this up there, getting about 2,000 words on the page. What I'll do is I'll get my content writer to go ahead and, once we get everything set up, I'll get them to go and add. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, the different top pages on Google for stump removal and gather some good content and have them just literally rewrite everything so that we can add it to content and have like a good overall design of the site there. Next, what I'm going to do is the where are we at? Is the so you did do some of that stuff. That's good. So, but we don't want to have any of this stuff right here, because when you add tree stump twice, a lot of times that is over optimizing, and you don't want to have that there. So once again, here meta keywords are just like regular keywords. Even though you're only with meta keywords, this is just really literally for Yahoo and Bing. Google doesn't use meta keywords anymore. I would still add them if all the other people on page one have them, and they don't actually. So it's not necessarily needed, but I wouldn't say it wouldn't hurt to have them on there. But you don't necessarily need to have meta keywords anymore for Google because Google doesn't care about them. Because people would do something like Charlotte, 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 and then SEO, 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 and it's called stuffing, and it just gets really messy when you do that. Ghost Stumpworks is a Charlotte. I would say Stumpworks is a stump removal Charlotte, North Carolina based company, or it would be another keyword like this that would be added in there. And I'm not sure if Wix has Yoast SEO, but we'll be able to get those that information in there just depending on what the actual what software that they use. I'll just have to go in there and get that thing fixed. But anyway, so we're going to go on all the homepage and get all this stuff set up for you. I know you only have about 5 or 6. What is it, 5? So you have about 10 pages, and that's just the services, our work pricing, and everything. I mean, one thing is you definitely want to have the contact us form down here, but you actually want to have a separate page because this page is going to help rank you as well. It's just having more content on the site. So this is fine, but also having it on the contact page as well. And then what also we're going to do is we're going to geotag all of these pictures. So I will literally have to go and download all this stuff off here, and then have them geotagged. And then on top of that, I'm going to throw in 50 citations to your site, which is it's just going to help boost your rankings and get you to where you need to be, get you showing up for the right things. It's like creating a Hot Frog or a Manta, all those different citation sites, Bing, Apple, getting those things set up for you. And then, you'll have a report on exactly what we've done. But realistically, I've kind of gone through most of what we've done. One, we definitely want to do a redesign of the site because we want it to be optimized for conversions. If I send, I could rank you for the biggest keyword in the world, a million searches monthly. But if a user who legitimately wants this particular service and they come and they don't have the experiences they want, like if they get turned off by one little thing, then that's a person of business that you're going to lose. And we don't want that. We want when someone comes to a site, really excited to see it, like they like the overall look of the site, and they're just ready to purchase right off the bat. This is the website is your digital business card. If you get a card from someone who card has been, people always tend to get one thing can easily turn a person who's on a 10 level to ready to buy to go to a 3 just because he's really unsure, doesn't trust the person. So we like to make it so that when people come to the site, you already are 90% of the way there until they pick up the phone. And that's when my job ends, and that's when your sales process comes into place. So wanted to go and get that situated. Also, Google Search Console. So what we're going to do is after we actually get the site optimized for conversions, get all the SEO titles set up, then what we're going to do is we're going to go into Google Search Console. We're going to get a sitemap scheduled for, and a sitemap is just basically telling it's an HTML which we submit into Google Search Console, which essentially provides Google with the ability to go and crawl your site a little bit easier. And then you press the crawl button, and it goes through and actually index the site that way. So those are some of the things that we got going on right now, and definitely really looking forward to just get everything set up and you seeing the power of SEO and what Alizon Digital Marketing has the ability to do for your business, and all those incoming leads that you're getting, that you will be getting, all that hard work of going to those network events that you don't necessarily have to do as hard anymore because you're always getting consistent leads through online. But anyways, Victor, really excited about getting started with this. Hope I had a very informative video. And if you have any comments or concerns, please feel free to send me a message or email me. I would say this is probably going to take about, I would say, a week, maybe two to get done. When everything's done, I don't see it being that way, but I always like to give myself some room just in case some of the things come into factor. Like if we get a big client coming in our way, then obviously I have to be able to handle that on top of things because right now we're building. Right now we're building, and I want to to establish a business relationship with you and get things going. So really looking forward, excited to get started. A couple of things I'm going to need from you. When you sign the contract and the privacy policy, which is the username passwords that we can't share, it just keeps you protected. I'm going to need your Wix username password, a Google account that we can set up Google Analytics with if you have not already, and then a Google account that we can set up the Google Search Console with. And the one thing I truly think is that if we could have, I guess it's probably good to have your main account be set up with Google Analytics and Google Search Console, but also for me not getting hammered with emails, we were planning on creating a Gmail account so that when we set up those citations accounts, that you're not getting all these product offers and stuff like that, because it gets really annoying when you have like 50 emails a day from these different things. So just wanted to push that information forward to you. Once we get everything submitted and everything set, payments, the check has been cashed, then we will send you a local business information form, which just gives us the ability to have and document all the information that we need to go from the first last name email address, all the credentials that we'll need, and then we can create a file for you or an account for you, and then you can start working. Anyways, Victor, thanks a lot. Hopefully this video was very informative, and looking forward to, signing on this and getting started in your SEO journey, taking start. Once again, thank you, Colin Oz with Oz on Digital Marketing. Thank you.